Hello? Hello? Oh, hi. This setup's a little funky today. Hi. I gotta make this higher so you can see my face and things. Except my phone's plugged in. Oh, there's Meester. Well, there's Meester. That was fast. Are you showing them how beautiful you are? Yes. Hi, that's me. We all know what I look like. What's up? Hi. Hello. I don't know where to stand. I gotta figure it out. The cameras are good though. Look. Whoa, the model's freaking out, but that's okay. Hi. Whoa, she's really freaking the fuck. Calm down, lady. Calm down. Calm down. It's all right. Hi. Look. The quality is not garbage and doo-doo shit. Wait, that's you. Yeah. You're gonna see my face today anyway. Why is this happening? So who cares? You've also seen it before. So also who cares? Why is this so messed up right now? Oh God. Oh God. Don't tell me to be calm. Hi. Who's the blonde? It's not blonde. Okay, well it looks. Okay, well that didn't help the argument. Hold on. Let me find a better strand. Hold on. That didn't help my argument. It's faded. It's faded, but it's. Look. It's. You could see the dark ends on the very. It's the orange strand. Don't worry about it. You finally figured out how to take the blurry filter off. I have 2 new cameras. I don't know if you could see this. One of them is Okayu Cam, and then the other one, hold on, the other one is Corone Cam. Aptly named, I know. They're perfect. I'm a little far from the mic, so I'm yelling a bit. Is this okay? What? My model is freaking the fuck out today. What are you doing, lady? Lady? What if we go a little lower? Anyways, hi, welcome. While I fix this a little bit, we're getting situated, okay? Hopefully, should I just put a PNG there? What's going on? Should I just put here? You know what? Maybe this will be better. If I excuse me. Right. Calm down there, lady. Instead of worrying about that, what if I become a PNG today? And then you see the IRL Mimi and it's less bad because then we don't have to worry about that. Hi though, how are you guys doing? How's your Tuesday going? I hope it's good. Do I have a... Yeah, here, we got a pinge. That's a pinge. That's me. Me is a pinge. Wow. And then you just kind of go back here a smidge meter. Wow. No, that looks great. That looks so good. That looks great, I think. It's okay, this is like a hand cam. Oh, and a foot cam, isn't that nice? I'm wearing slippers so you can't see socks and slippers. No feet. I don't care if you see my face, but you can't see my feet. You can't see my feet. I'm already sweating. You can't see my feet. Bring out Mouth Chan. She's not here right now, okay? She's on her vacation. Anyways, hi. Hello. I'm wearing a cute outfit today. You may praise me for that. Hello. Can we see Meester's feet? You can see Meester's feet if he comes back. The baby is also wandering around, so there's a chance you will see tiny baby kitten. We'll see. He's kind of scared of my room. He hasn't been wandering too long. Real Mimi. Yeah. Hi. The Wiki Feet page is going great. Who's rolling around out there? My cats are going crazy. Anyways, yay, thank you. Today we will be showing, you can see it right, where, what direction? This direction? That. Boom. We're gonna be showing my normal VTuber outfit today, and then, you know, maybe I'll wear it to a con or something, I don't know. I'll say it's gonna be based off of entirely... What do you mean face reveal? You guys have seen my face before. You guys have seen my face. Your feet are sweating? My feet are not sweating. I don't think my feet are sweating. I think it's just me. I think it's just me, because 4 seconds into the stream, you see that. Can we see the other outfit again? Yeah, I'll probably wear the other one again. It's in a bag right now, so I can't really show it to you now, but I haven't taken it out of the bag since Up Guy. It's okay. She's alright. She's okay. Anyways, hi HubberJubber, hi Siobhan, hi Utah, hi Night, hi Apocalypse, hi Lucas, hi The Best, hi Daniel, hi 3am Raid, hi Siobhan. Did I say you already? I think I did, but just in case I didn't, I don't know. Hi Nando, hi Kentucky, hi Lurkers, Wad Watchers, boom boom pow, there's movement on the screen. Hello. Okay. Mimi in real life impossible. I don't know how to tell you. It's happened. There's videos on my channel where you can see my face right now, including this one. Okay, so every time I step into the frame over here. You guys like my slippers? My mom bought these for me. Yay. Okay, she destroys my image of a talking animator. Well, that's unfortunate. Anyway, so I will be showing my outfit today. We're going to use a whole bunch of fabrics that I have grabbed, and by that I mean purchased legally, through specifically thrift stores like Goodwill, primarily on $1 days, because I'm an insane person. For example, I will show you this big ass prom dress looking thing. Can you see this? Whoa, it's actually good quality. That's insane. Big ass prom dress. It's got a really long, you can see the bottom of it. It's got this nice skirt. Wow, we have 2 cameras. That's crazy, isn't it? But yes, I'm gonna use the skirt half as like the baseline for my skirt, because it's got like a real nice puffiness to it. Lots of, lots of volume. Imagine it kind of just like that. You can already see it coming together. Definitely not I didn't steal it. I did not steal it. In fact, I did purchase it for, I believe, $1. It might have been a few more dollars. I don't remember. It's been a while. I've also got a lot of like white lace. I'll show you. Because I kind of want this outfit to be nice and textured, so I was thinking about like this lace. Or I was thinking about this lace, maybe. This one's got like circles on the bottom, like the little scallops. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. This is just Mimi in an incredibly realistic art style. Oh yeah, every frame animated intentionally. Boom, pow, 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 boom. Likely story. Well, yes. It is a likely story, actually. But yeah, so that's that part, and then I've also got, I'm a little scatterbrained right now, deal with it. This whole bin, which I will show you, there's stuff in it. For my little purple bows, we are gonna make the hat too, but I don't think today we'll make the hat, but I will have the hat. This is, I believe it's called Twill. You can't, it's out of focus. Excuse me, focus please, can you see down here? No? Right? Focus. There's like a little lines texture on it. Oh, the focus. Okay, well, it's not there, but you get it. There's little lines, and then this one is like a see-through. It's got like a crystally little shine on it, because this is called Crystal Organza, and I want to overlay that on top of the other one. 2 cameras, Mimi got rich. Fun fact about these cameras. I ordered them specifically. Seeing my real self on screen is crazy. I ordered them specifically so that I could record the off-kai thing. I went to the local Best Buy and I said, what are the cheapest but good quality cameras you got? And they said, these 2. They're like $100 each. They're made of thrown together parts, supposedly. I don't know what that really means. That's what I was told. But they work. So, Worth the investment, and I can use it for this too, which makes it even more worth the investment. Yay! Okay, so the purples are for the bows. Then I also have this one. I got it from Goodwill, but it's got little sparkles on it, and I feel like this would be good for my little sleeveys. You know, my little sleeveys, the little ones. Oh yeah, it's purple. You can't really tell. Oh, this is the back side. The front side specifically with the purple sequins. It's pretty. It's also out of focus. I'm a professional. Okay, there's that. And then I've got a whole bunch of navy blue stuff, another lace. I don't know how many laces I'm gonna use. We're gonna pin them all on here first, and then we'll see. I put filters on this because I thought it would look better, but I think I'm gonna get rid of it because I think it's not looking very good. Because now you can see, yeah, it looks a little bit better with the actual fabric. I don't know, man. But see, got the navy blue on this one. And then I've got a ton, and this is just a ton of navy blue and white satin. So we can't possibly go wrong. Mimi can now scuff with 2 cameras. Of course I can. I've also got this little trim that I've had for a really long time. You can't see that. I've had it for a really long time. It's in a little baggie. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, can you see this? Kind of. It's got a little pearl. Why is it so focus bad? Why it doesn't have autofocus? It could be like a billion miles away. You can still see it though. It's got nice, like little rufflies in it. It's a good thing. I don't know where we're using it, but and then in this little thing, I used these on an outfit that I got commissioned to make a really long time ago. They're little navy blue flowers, and this is just like a couple extra that I had left over. So maybe we could put those on there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What do I look like? Purple's a good color. It is a good color. They might explode, but don't worry about it. If they told me that, I'd be like, right. So do you have any models that don't explode spontaneously? That's probably what I would ask for. Okay. One thing I didn't test was if I was sitting on the floor, will you see me on this cam? But we'll see. I'm going to get started by cutting the prom dress one to be the length that I want it to be, so we could just put it on there. Or maybe we'll put it on there and then I'll pin it and then we'll cut it. That seems like that could work. That seems like that could work potentially, maybe. I don't know. Can I even move this in a little bit? I made it so that if I stand back here, you shouldn't be able to see me. Right. Right. Hold on. That worked really well. That actually worked really, really well. Don't worry about it. Right. Okay, we're not using any of this, so I'm not really going to worry about that. But I am going to put it on there properly so that, 1, it'll hold itself up. And 2, it'll stay the same length. Just kidding, it's bigger than never mind. That idea was good for about 45 seconds until it wasn't good anymore. Right, okay, we're gonna put it like here. I'm a professional. Maybe we should cut it on the floor. Okay, back to plan 1. Oh no. Okay, I'm too short for this. Back to plan 1. We're cutting it on the floor. There's gonna be a little scuff in this. I don't know what to tell you. I'm built with scuff. But now you can see the floor. So this will be fun. Everybody look at the floor. Oh, you can see the, let me hide that. There you go. Okay. We're gonna try and just cut this straight across, and then we'll pin it up later. Sound good? That better sound good. Okay. So it's got right here. You can kind of see like there's like an indent. This is where the like the it's got lining in it, which is like a stiff organza lining. You can kind of see that. How's the volume, by the way? Should I turn myself up higher? I'm like nowhere near the microphone. Maybe I should. Hold on, just this tiny little smidgen-meter. Maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna try and cut it right above where that line is, and if I have to trim it more later, then we can do that. Sound good? I'm sure it does. Right, give me 1 second. Get all the layers in there. I'm like too paranoid about looking ugly on camera. This is why I'm a VTuber. Oh my god. Right, so we're just gonna cut this and deal with it. Sounds good to me. I'm like way above the line, so I'm not really worried about how straight or not straight it is. Because my skirt is not that long. So yippee. Anyways, how's your guys' day going? It's been like 24 hours since I've spoken to you. Has anything insane happened? Has anyone committed any war crimes or atrocities? The answer better be no. There's like 400 layers here. Give me a minute. There's too many layers, in fact. I got a new job. I start tomorrow. Let's go. Holy shit, that's nice. Congratulations. That's a win. I'm struggling right now. Don't worry about it. Define crime. I think I am not the law, but the law typically defines that. Did you do anything that was otherwise unlawful? Maybe don't confess to it here if you did. Okay, so we have this. I have to figure out exactly how I want to do this. It's going to be a little chaotic. But we've got the layers, so I figure I'll just reconstruct the layers. You know? Figure we'll just reconstruct the layers. Let's get the lining first. That would be this. This piece is the lining. And let's pin that onto the mannequin. I'm also not entirely positive if I want to do like, I'm probably just gonna ruffle it, honestly, but we'll see. I accidentally slept all day instead of being productive. Does that count as a crime? Absolutely not. In fact, you're more than allowed to do that. Okay. Oh yeah. See, now that's a little too close on the camera there, but if I go too far out, you'll see how ugly I am. And then what? And then what? So I think maybe I'll like ruffle it like this. All the way across, maybe. I did find my pins, except they're over there, so that doesn't help. I found my pins. They're in a gelato jar from a while ago. Isn't that fun? I gotta use my space more smartly. Gotta use my space more smartly. Who up's showing it? I don't know. I don't even know what that means. I don't even really know what that means, if I'm honest. I don't think I found out that I was alive until about 24 hours ago. You know? Oh no, how will anyone possibly survive seeing a cute girl? I don't know. This is really thick. There's a lot of layers here. Okay, I gotta do it below the hemline. Hee 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 hee. Right, and then we'll go around seeing this, and then that'll be fine. There couldn't possibly be any issues with this plan. Except for maybe how jumbled up these pieces are. But that's alright. Let's go all the way around first. With both ends. Kind of like this. If you're here for a sewing tutorial, by the way, good luck. 'Cause I don't know what's happening, ever. I like to pretend. Pretending is fun. I need a hair clip. Hold on. The people are here in the world. Whoa. Not to be rude, but who's the one dressing up as Mimi? Wait, who is the one dressing up Mimi? That's me. Also, hi. I'm a real human being, but also a VTuber, but also a real human being. It's all magic. It's all magic because I'm a mage, right? We're all going with that. That's the pin came out. Okay, great. No, this is going really well, I think. This is going really well, I think. Maybe Mimi should have put some more thought into this before she hit the go live button. But that's okay. Okay, we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna do it this way and everything's fine. Can't believe Mimi's real, I know. Insanity. Insanity. I'm really struggling with these pins today, but that's alright. You know, sometimes you struggle with pins. And that's just how it is. Okay, I also kind of wish that I had my old mannequin, because the old one was like higher quality. I got this one at the Goodwill. It's made of styrofoam. It's pretty because it's like nice and all white, but it doesn't have any weight to it, so it'll just, you know. Then he's not real. I'm not? Oh shit. Oh no. No one told me I wasn't real. What do I do? What is something that people who aren't real, what do they do when they find out that they're not real? Because I think that's what I'm gonna have to figure out. Mimi lives at Goodwill, it seems. I do visit quite often. I don't even buy things every time I go, if I'm honest with you. It's just, I specifically go in the days where things are only $1. And it's fun to just look around, you know, see what they've got, see what they're offering. I hate the styrofoam noises. It's really not nice. Okay, maybe if we do large pleats. It might be a little uneven, but half pleats in the front, maybe? Half pleats in the front. We're going with that. That seems fine. Anyways, I can like kind of see the chat from here, but it's a little far away. Pardon me. Pardon me. Why is Mage Mimi so happy? She's stuck in a smile. That's because that's a cardboard cutout. That right there, that's a cardboard cutout of me. That ain't really me. Don't be fooled. That's a cardboard cutout. I know it looks really realistic, but that's because they just print your face on those things. Don't be fooled. Is that a good canon explanation for that? Old lady needs glasses to see far away. I'm not old. I'm not old. I'm not that old anyway. Low-key, I might need glasses, but not that much. Like only like a teeny weeny little baby bit and things. Tiny. Small. Small even. That motherfucker right there is not real. That's me. That's me educating you on what a cardboard cutout is. Maybe that lady on the plane was next to a cardboard cutout. I heard that she was like, wasn't she just drunk or something? I'm still curious why she thought someone wasn't real. Like, I wonder if they like were messing with her and said that they weren't real. Or maybe she just got confused. I don't know. I get confused a lot, but usually it's not on whether or not people are real. Usually it's on things like, oh, do I want to order the strawberry or the taro, you know? Hee. She saw something, you know? I'm sure she did. Are any of you guys like hardcore conspiracy theorists? Despite what the Neurosama stream might have told you, I do not believe in, I think, any conspiracy theories. But I do think they're fun. I do think they're fun. But I don't actively believe in any of them, I don't think. These pins are coming out way too easily because of the amount of fabric here. Excuse me. Excuse me, you're making my life more difficult, actually. I finally got the new Spy Family manga volume in the mail, by the way. Took way too long, but it did happen. Took me like 2 days longer than I was expecting, but that's okay. I will be reading that later. But it came right as I was about to start the stream. My doorbell rang and I was like, oh God, Mr. Mailman. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Hey. I love silly and whimsical conspiracy theories. They're so fun. I agree. I don't like the ones where it's like fear-mongery, but I like the ones that are silly and whimsical, like Mothman or Bigfoot. You know? I don't know if they're real, but I like the thought behind it. You know? Okay, it only took extra pins. We're fine. Everything's fine. Okay, how much left is there? Oh, here comes Meester on the bottom cam. Oh, gosh. Hello, Meester. Whoa. Isn't he so beautiful? What a handsome little devil that little guy is. You can still kind of see his butt. Oh no, never mind, now you can't. He's gonna go sniff all the fabric. A floof, yes. That is my sweet Meester. I do love him. Oh, terrible noises. I gotta stop turning this thing like this. Maybe I'll turn it on the floor. I don't know. Terrible noises, that thing. Okay, maybe just this last bit here and we'll be okay. Perhaps? Are you laying in the fabric, Meester? He's laying in it because he's beautiful. Okay, that's pretty good, I think. Some of these are coming out way too easy, so I have to add a couple more. We're gonna trim it at the top after. I think if I go very systematically through all the layers, it'll work out easier. Where did I put my scissors? Meester, do you have them? You are so handsome. Excuse me. Okay. Hold on. The silk, it was under all that. It was under all of it. Okay. So I'm gonna cut this like excessy piece off. You're probably thinking, Mimi, wouldn't it have been easier to do this earlier while you were cutting it off the main dress? Maybe. But that's not how we did it, now is it? That's simply not the cookie that crumbled, I don't think. Okay, hold on. There you go. Beautiful. This one freaking came out again. Oh my. Meester is back. I have a feeling you're gonna see a lot of cats, especially on the floor cam. Looks so smooth, yeah. I don't know if you're talking about Meester or what, but he is smooth. Little beast. I love him. Turn it on. That's arguably a worse noise. Arguably worse. Well, I don't know. Maybe the styrofoam's worse. I can't really tell. Anyways. Moni's a conspiracy theorist, right? Moni is definitely more of a conspiracy theorist than I am. I think, because she believes in some things more than I do, because we had like a whole conversation about how she believes in ghosts. but I do not believe in ghosts. I believe in Made Mint Phantom and other ghost tubers, and that's about where that ends. Right, okay. Listen, don't knock my cheap mannequin. She was only a few dollars, I think. Don't knock her. This is the journey of upcycling. Excuse me. Okay, go over there. All my pins came out back here for like the 90 millionth time, which isn't really the most delightful experience if I'm honest. Okay, hold on. This is why they cross pin things. This is why they do that. There's a reason they do those things. You would think I would do it for reasons also as well, but no. No, it would seem not. Anyway. Otherwise you would not exist? What? Gnomes are real too, Mimi. Okay, right. You're calling me a gnome. You know how that sounds a little rude. Only a little bit, but still. You're calling me a gnome. Am I a hag or a gnome? I can't be both. I guess I could. Are there hag gnomes? I'd rather not be a hag gnome, I don't think. Or maybe I would. You know, I've never met one. I've never met one, so I guess I can't say. I guess I can't say very well. I think this is pretty good. The lengths are a little off, because I didn't exactly pin it straight, but this will do for now. This will do for now. Let's get the next layer, which is this satin silk. I don't know what it is. Satin silk, something like that. Yes. Now we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to pin it right on top of this in the exact same spot. That's a little, actually. Okay, we're going to do it like this. I'm going to try and line up the bottom a little bit. Maybe I should have done this on the floor. This probably would have been easier to do on the floor. But, you know, we've committed to the mannequin at this point, and that's how it is. Woo. Ha. Beautiful. Where's the end? Here. Something like this. Okay. Both, definitely both, but more hag than gnome. Right. Okay. Now, this is where I'd like to petition everyone in chat. What age do you think determines hag? How old do you think you have to be classified as a hag? I'm just curious, because I'm not really sure that I meet that requirement. I won't lie to you. I think I'm a spring chicken. Or whatever. 23, 24, 30, 16, 24, 1,000, 1,024, 30. But for you, I'd say early 20s. Why is it different for me? If it's intent, if it's internet, it's like 25. Okay, it's not age, it's the vibes. Hag is like 70. What's going on? None of you even have the same definition. I know half of you are just saying 24 because you just want to be haha funny. You're just like, oh, you know, it would be so haha funny if we just said how old Mimi was. That would be so funny. I kind of want to zoom this out so you can see the bottom of it. Although maybe I don't have to. Hold on. Maybe if we take... We gotta iron out the little issue children's with this thing over here. Okay, we're working on it. Put me over here maybe, and then the the picture. Oh, that camera doesn't quite go down that far now, does it? Hold on. Oh. Alright, okay, so. Alright. Hold on, I can fix it. Let's just move this a little bit. Excuse me, Meester. Meester is at the base of this tripod. He's quality controlling. Okay? He's quality controlling right now. I guess maybe I should go back over a little bit. Maybe. You can kind of see the bottom a little bit better. Kinda, not really. This is just like Dark Souls. I think so too. I think so too. We all agree Mimi's a hag. Why do we all agree that I'm a hag? That feels a little... Mimi hag maxing? Because 24,000 years ago was legit hag age. I don't know. There were people who were quite old back then. Not me. Not me. I was very young. I am very young. Right. Listen. You know what? You're putting me into a corner over here, and I don't appreciate it. Okay, you can kind of see the bottom hemline a little bit. She's pushing 40. Pushing 40 is crazy. Okay. I kind of want to do this in a slightly different way. We're gonna do this in a different way because this is like working, but it's not working like right. But we're gonna go to the floor cam with this piece. Okay. And we're gonna pin this piece and then the other layers on top of it down there. But first we're gonna pin this all together here. Instead of pinning it to the mannequin, I'm just gonna pin it together. And hopefully that'll work. And it won't come apart as soon as we get down there. Sound good? Sound good. What you laughing at? Made me feel like a senior. Nothing's wrong, but a second ago, I was a child who grew up with Gen 6 Pokemon. Oh my god. Speaking of Pokemon, dude. Whoa. When are they gonna add the new Ho-Oh Lugia art? I know they stole it the first time accidentally or whatever. Allegedly. Maybe. I don't know. When are they adding the new one? I feel like it's been a while now. Maybe it's only been a couple days actually. I don't really know. It feels like it's been like 2 weeks since that happened. I don't have a good concept of time though. This is also not really working very well. Note to self. This sort of fabric does not really hold pins very well. Noted. We're gonna do this differently. We're gonna do this differently. Hold on. It'll work. The concept will work. It's just the execution and the fact that I'm trying to lean off of the camera. My students don't realize fairy type wasn't always there. It makes me feel so, oh god. To be fair, fairy type was like X and Y, right? But still, that was like a while ago. But yeah, no, that's crazy. I guess kids who grew up with fairy type were like, oh my god, there's some kids who didn't know don't know the joy of getting a new evolution. When are we getting another one, by the way? Evolutions are so popular. Don't they want our money? I want a flying one, personally. Like one with little wings and such. Ooh, you know? Or a ghost one. That'd be cool as hell. He might be stepping on Umbreon's territory, though, if we do that. Somebody play the clown music. Play the clown music. Okay, are we good? Beautiful. There's still one in there that I missed. That's okay. This is just gonna stay here for now. We're going down to the floor. Boom. This will be a lot easier on the floor, maybe. Maybe, possibly, potentially, maybe. I'm I'm lessening my number of pins here, so I don't have to deal with too many of them. Okay, maybe this is fine. They're all kind of tangled up in each other. There's also some strings in here, which probably doesn't help the tangling situation, but that's okay. Right, okay, down to the floor we go. Beep, 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 beep. Can you see my face if I sit here? Oh, hi. Yeah, you can. Alrighty then. Yeah, you can. That would be a yes. That would be a yes. Don't worry though. That's so easily fixable. By me taking, where's this picture? This one, not that one. Where am I? I'm lost. I'm lost. Where's the other one? Oh, here. If I take this and I just go like this, you'll never know. You'll never know. Boom. You'll never see it. Just like it was never there. Wow. New setup looks great. Thanks. We're working on the logistics of it all currently, and that's okay, you know. She's a little scuffy, and I think that's beautiful personally. Where'd my scissors go? Anyways, hi Stella Foz. Back cracks. I remember the original Game Boy Pokemon. I couldn't read when that came out, but my dad read it to me. We were playing, well, not the original, but the second Game Boy one, the Game Boy Color one. That's what we were playing. It was Fire Red and also Emerald Green and also the blue one. What was it called? I know it's not Ocean Blue. Sapphire Blue. The original 3 of those, because he bought all 3 of them, I guess? I don't know. We must have been balling back then, because that seems kind of crazy. I miss Pokemon Crystal. I don't think I ever played Pokemon Crystal. Okay. This will work out much easier because it'll support its own weight and not fall all over the place. Okay. I'm gonna take this one and kind of layer it down here. I'm gonna try and line up the bottom seams, but it's not like the hugest deal if it doesn't go perfectly well. Okay. Why is Mimi so scared to show her face? Because I look kind of like uglies right now. I'd rather you see my face when I feel presentable. You know? You know? I'm a lady after all. With ankles on screen. You know how crazy that is in this day and age? Eee. Also, hi, I just got home from a trip, so this is the perfect stream to relax to. Let's go! Welcome home. I can confirm that is textile, I see. But we played in those... Well, no, we didn't do that. No, that didn't happen. No. Scandalous. Well, maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna move the pins over here so Meester doesn't touch them. He's not... He's at the window right now, actually, but still. I'm going to trim the top of this and hopefully maybe make my life a small smidge-a-meter easier by pre-trimming it at the top. Is that going to be accurate? Probably not. It's okay though. Okay, I'm just going to take about this much off and we're going to go with that. About this much. It's all about eyeballing. Except it definitely isn't, but that's what I like to say it's all about. Okay. Now we put this one on top. Still a bit long, but that's okay. Nice. Okay, then these layers. They're too far away. Hold on. I can't reach them. Come back. Over here. Okay. The top layers. This is what I really liked about this outfit. Except there's a lot going on here. Where's the end? Where's the end? Oh no. Is there an end? Oh no. Hold on. Where's the end? It's a loop. I'm stuck in a loop. Oh god. Okay. I would cut along the seam then. I'm gonna cut right along the seam and we're gonna deal with that. I'll deal with the consequences of my actions at a later date. This is like a really soft tool basically though. Okay, kind of like this. 3 layers of a nice soft tool actually. Okay, kind of like that. Put that right on top there. It's also a bit too long, but again, that's fine. Especially with tool, because you can just cut that shit. And you don't even need to hem it, because it's like a non-fray thing. I can't see the fucking chat. I can, but I can't. Every time I want to look at it, I gotta squint. I gotta squint and be like, did I read this one yet? Maybe. Anyways, hi people I didn't say hi to yet, by the way. Obito, hi. Fox, hi. Daniel, did I say hi to you? Hi. Stella Fives, I think I said hi, but just in case I didn't, hi. Hi. Okay, there's a plan here. There really is. Somewhere. I haven't found it yet, but, you know, somewhere in all of this, there's a plan. I'm thinking, I don't really want to have to trim the satin. I can if I will, but it's already hemmed at the bottom, and it would be really nice if I don't have to, like, redo that. But I could just cut any of the other layers, so it's not too big of a deal. But I'm thinking we'll just start here and pin all the way across, and then hopefully that'll be good. Except my pins are all tangled up. Hi, Mango. Oh my god, Mango, you want to say hi? Mango? No, he's gonna go on my bed, I think, maybe. He's over there. If he comes over, I'll show you Mango. He's a very beautiful cat. Stunning, even, I would go as far as to say. Maybe I should put all of them on there at the same time. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Perhaps. Although I feel like this top layer needs to be... okay, we're going to do the top layer separately from these two. I think that makes the most sense. Okay? Jokes aside, I found Leaf Green at a Flash game site, but couldn't even play it, and the guy at school had Fire Red on his phone. It's difficult to define regulations, but Nintendo just started acting. Oh. I know they have that app that you can, I don't know if you still can. It was called Delta, I think. Where you could play games on there. I think I got Black and White, the original one. Or maybe Black and White 2, I don't remember. But one of those. I think I got that on there. I haven't really used it. That would have been a great thing to do on the plane. Kind of forgot about that, though. That would have been a great thing on the plane. You know, maybe next time. I was a kid, though. Oh, I see. Huh. I remember there was this one kid in my... Like, okay. You know how when you were like a little kid, like before you could stay home alone, they had like a thing called like aftercare or like whatever, you know? Where like you would wait at like in like the school cafeteria for your parents to come pick you up at like 6 p.m. I used to be there, and there was this one kid in aftercare who had like, I think it was called Action Replay. Does anyone know what Action Replay is? It was like a little, it was like a cheating, like a DS game cheating thing that you were like allowed to use. Like it was like you just purchase it from like GameStop. Like, this is how you cheat on video games. I don't know. It was weird. But I would borrow his thing, his Action Replay, because I wanted to beat in Kirby Superstar Ultra. I think his name was like Marcus, something like that. Action Replay was fire, yeah. I couldn't beat the big guy in Kirby Superstar Ultra, so I used his Action Replay to help me with it. I do remember that being really cool, though. No shot something like that would exist nowadays. But, you know, shout out to that. We wouldn't get Mimi Doodles if you played game instead. What? Wait, did I read that right? Oh, but for now, Lord Penguin, thank you for coming. I had friends with the OG Red in a calculator. How'd they put it in a calculator? How'd they do that? I had weirdly strong moral opinions on Action Replay as a child because I was taught cheating was bad. I don't know. I don't think anyone ever taught me cheating was bad, like, directly. So maybe that's why I didn't really care. But that, and also, when I would play on, like, online games, like, you know, like Animal Jam and, like, Moshi Monsters and things like Club Penguin, basically. I didn't do Club Penguin specifically, but games like that one. I would always be that kid who would, like, learn where the glitches were, so you could, like, walk on places on the map that you couldn't normally walk on. And, like, just so I would look really cool. And all the other kids would be like, oh my god, you're so cool, you know? Yeah. You talked about playing it on your flight. I definitely did it. Well, maybe I opened it. I definitely didn't play it for very long. What I played on the flight to California this time was, like short games, like those ones that they put like the like scam like ads out on. I was like, I want to play water sort puzzle for 6 hours straight. That's what I did this time. I might have played it on a previous flight to Jersey or something though. I just forgot all about it on this like past one. Probably should have. I could see, that's kind of cute though, having like the moral compass as a kid being like, cheating is very bad. That's like really adorable. Not in like a down, like a talking down on you type of way, like a, that's like a really cute kid thing type of way. For me, I feel like I was just so like, I just wanted to be the cool kid on the block, you know. Either that or I really wanted to kill that one guy in Kirby Superstar Ultra because I couldn't do it. I don't know. Let's be honest though, the kid who owned the Action Replay was the real cool kid on the block. But yeah, did anyone else do like the little online game glitch things where you would like click 2 points really quick? Like on Animal Jam, I remember if you clicked on like the roof of one building and then like a tree next to the other building, if you clicked between them fast enough, your character would like walk in the middle. You'd be like, ooh, ooh, where he shouldn't be. And it was kind of funny. I don't know. I remember I felt really cool because I did that. And then they shut them all down. They like closed all the glitches. And I was real sad about it. Don't know why they did that. Other kids were busy on Animal Jam role-playing as like warrior cats. And I was like, look, I can stand what you can't stand. You know what I mean? What I meant is that if you played Pokemon on your flight, we wouldn't get the doodles. Oh, wait, that makes so much sense. Sorry, my brain didn't put that together. That makes sense. Yeah, you wouldn't get those. I put those up on my board above my head. I think I showed them to you. Both close up, but like also on the board recently. But yeah, you wouldn't have gotten those. That's true. And I wouldn't have beat level 997 or whatever in water sort puzzle. That's an achievement. That's an achievement, I think. Potentially, maybe. Thundercats? Are you really early 20s? Thundercats? I didn't mention no Thundercats. Did I? I'm talking like, you know, like the Wolf OCs and stuff? Is it Thundercats? Is that what it's called? Did I say that? What is it called? Is that what it is? Like the Warrior Cats? Warrior Cats. That's what I thought it was. I don't know. Girl, I don't know. I never read those books, but I know that that's what like kids were always on Animal Jam. They were always like role playing like that. Like they were like, yeah, I'm the wolf clan leader of Wolfington or something. I don't know. I was too busy wearing the clothes and making cute little outfits with them, and then walking where people could not walk so that I could show off how cool my outfit was. I don't know. I am early 20s though. That wasn't a lie. I know everyone likes to be like, Mimi's such a hag. But let me tell you, when I actually am a hag, I'll tell you. I'm like, I'm 45 years old. That's not a hag age either. I'm like, I'm 70 years old. I'm a VTuber. This is my 75-year anniversary. Do you think YouTube will still exist in 75 years? It may be. I hope so. Too much good stuff out here. Too much good stuff out here on YouTube. Like this morning, I watched a video of Goldship, the horse, not the Uma Musume girl, but the horse. I watched a short of Goldship fucking doing some like crazy jump backflip situation thing. It was crazy. Happy 75-year anniversary, thank you! VTubing from the retirement home, of course! She's so old and has dementia, she can't remember her age. No. I do have a bad memory, but that's not why. I'll be honest, I think I got a bad memory because they put something in the Florida water. They put something in the Florida water that's making me stupider. Stupider and Jupiter, baby. Yeah. There's not a lot of thoughts in my head that are coherent. Maybe it's different stuff. I just don't know warrior cats. I mean, Lego Chima? It might not be called warrior cats. I just thought that's what, it was like a book series about cats that were like in clans or something. I never read them, but does anyone know what I'm talking about? Somebody here has to know what that is. It was like a big thing in like the 2000, 2010, somewhere in that range, probably closer to 2010. Somebody's got to know what Warrior Cats was. It was Warriors. Oh, was it just called Warriors? Oh, that is Warrior Cat. Oh, okay, cool. I have 1 bajillion years old, and I've existed since before atoms became into being. Whoa. Damn, you might be the oldest thing I ever seen. You might be the oldest thing I ain't ever seen. Hi, Kiki. You want to say hello, Kiki? Come over here. Wait, over here. No, you missed it. You're going the wrong way. You're on a mission? You go, okay. Hi, Kiki. And she'll come back. Maybe she'll walk on the camera when she come back. She's teeny tiny little baby. Even though she's not really a baby. She's like 7 now. But, you know, I think it's a geographical difference, not an age difference. Oh, maybe they called it I guess you didn't have the books maybe in other areas, maybe. That's possible. It might be like an American thing. That's possible. It feels like a British thing in my brain, but I don't know. Maybe not, you know. Kiki, get out of there. You're not going in there. No. Don't make me come get you. Get out of there, Kiki. Get out of there. Kiki. Come here. You are so small. You want to say hello? You want to go this way? Want to say hello? Can you see her? She's here. No, you can't. Oh, there's her little nose. Come here. You being the sweetness? You being a little sweetness? There she is. You guys can see Kiki now. Don't. That's the tripod. Come here, Kiki. No, you can't go. Oh, hold on. You can't go in there even though you were cute and nice. You can't do it. We're not going in the closet today. Look, now the closet's blocked. No closet. I don't know why she want to go in the closet so bad. Every time she goes in there, she just makes a mess. Maybe that's why she wants to go in there. She wants to make a mess. She's on a mission, yeah. She felt like it. 54 warrior cat books, apparently. 54 is crazy. Damn. If you're like a millennial, I think the warrior cats like equivalent would be like the Goosebumps books, if that makes any sense. Just like a book that everybody read when they were like kids, I guess. If you're like a millennial, you know, somebody's gotta know what I mean. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. I don't know. We'll cut this piece off. It's a bit too long. Not sure how that happened, but it's alright. Beautiful. Okay, it's really long right now, but I figure we'll pleat it with the other layers also on there. And I think we could put the other layers on here twice. So maybe we'll just do that. But I'm going to trim this first, because there's a lot of excess. And we don't need all that. We don't need all that. She's just like you. What, making a mess? Yeah. I just cleaned my room real nice, and here we are. On the floor, making another mess. But that's okay. You know, that's alright. Okay. I'm still waiting for the little baby to come in here. I'm giving him free reign today. The mama might also come, but she doesn't really leave her room very much. She likes to kind of keep to herself in there. Okay. There we go. I'm going to start from this side again. We're going to get these on here like this way. Yeah. Okay, still a bit long, but that's okay. Maybe I should make it like kind of like halfway. Something like this. Something like this is fine. The mom is also just like you. She really is. She's so real for that. She said, I'm not leaving this room and you cannot make me do it. That's also very me. It's also very me. I kind of want to show you guys Meester. He's sleeping in the window. He's real cute. But, alas, if I move the cameras now, I fear we will never come back. I fear we will never come back. Sitting on the floor is not the most comfortable thing. I won't lie to you. It's more comfortable when you're on carpet. And usually I sit on the carpet, but you know, we're kind of on the tile floor right now. Supposedly to be a little more better for the showing and whatnot, but I don't know. I don't know if this was the right decision. I don't know if this is right for me. Sitting on the floor. The cold, hard floor. I don't know if this is right for me. Did I tell you guys that was something that we just kept saying as like a recurring joke all through our off-Kai trip? Everybody was just like, oh, I don't know if this is right for me. I don't know if this is right for me. I thought it was funny. Some of my pins are very diagonal. Also, a lot of these pins, I need to buy like new ones eventually, but I don't like spending money on things, so. But like, hold on, where's the one that I like just picked up? This? Can you see this? Like, how am I supposed to use this? This pin is bent at like a 90-degree angle. How am I supposed to? Why do I still have this in there with the rest of them? The world will literally never know. And then there's a lot of them that are bent kind of just like this. Woo, 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 woo. I've been using these for so long. So long. It's not even funny anymore. Living the Cinderella life. Is that what this is? Are we calling this the Cinderella life? Did Cinderella have 10 cats? I think I've got her beat on that. She had probably 10 rats and birds. I don't think she had no 10 cats though. Hold on, struggle busting a little bit. Okay. What if I just... That kind of worked. I'm not even sure if you could see what I just did. Can you see this? Oh no, you can't. I was knocking the pins out of the little thing. Need to train the cats to help make it the Cinderella life. I don't know if you've ever tried to train a cat before. They don't really seem very susceptible to it. Cause like, they'll just not do it when, okay. For example, Kiki going into the closet mere moments ago on this stream. She knows she's not allowed in that closet. So she specifically tries to get in there when I'm not looking. She specifically tries to get into the closet when I'm not looking. Because she knows she's not allowed in there. And she runs out every time because she knows. So it's not really a matter of being like, oh, hey, just so you know, this is wrong. With cats, it's kind of like, I am watching you. You little shit, you can't do it. Kiki's a rebel. That's a way to put it. That's a way to put it. I'm not even really sure why she wants to go in there. My theory is like, cause okay, we lived in New Jersey, right? She would hide in the basement a lot, cause the basement had like my dad's stuff in it, so it was just like a bunch of boxes and stuff, and she would just hide amongst the boxes all the time. But she had really bad anxiety, so she was just always hiding down there. So when we moved, I was like, we gotta make sure to not really have as many like spots where she can just go do that for that long, and it really helped her. Like having. There's still hiding places, but there's not that many hiding places. And, like, there's none that I wouldn't be able to find her quickly in. You know what I mean? So, like, she could feel like she's hidden, but is she really hidden? You know what I mean? And that's better for her than just the constantly being in like, the boxes in the basement and just hiding away. She's got a much more, like, outgoing personality now. Some science to that, probably. I don't know. Something like exposure therapy. I tried training my cat, and it's impressive how much he didn't care at all. Aww. One of the guys who came to my house a while ago was, like, telling me, like, one of the, like, plumbers or whatever, I don't remember what he was doing. He was telling me about how he was training his cats. I don't really remember all the details because this was like a year ago. But he was telling me about how he was training his cat to, like, shake and stuff. And he tried to get Oreo to, like, shake or whatever. And I was like, bro, that's a cat. He ain't gonna shake your hand. Like, I don't know what he thought, but, he didn't. I was correct. He did not shake that man's hand. He did, like, look at him, but I don't know. I don't think it's like a thing of, like, is this cat stupid? I think he just was like, I think that man just thought that cats care a lot more than they do. I don't know. You know, points to him if he was able to get his cat to do that, though. I guess. Maybe he was food motivated. Mm-hmm. Perhaps. You know what I need during sewing streams? I need to, like, call somebody on, like, Discord or something. bounce off because I can't see the chat too well. I gotta look at what I'm doing, so even then, if I gotta look at the chat, I gotta look up. Oh, hold on. I pinned this up. The layers. The layers. Oh, I did it down here too. Hold on. Kind of like this instead. There you go. Beautiful. There's like a cut in the lower layer that I'll have to sew together later, but that's okay. How is it to have multiple cats? I'm allergic to them, but I love them so much. I love having cats. I don't really know what I would do if I didn't, because I've just had cats ever since I was like a baby. We've just always had cats. So, I don't know. My cats all get along and everything, so there's no, you know, fighting or anything, which is good. Sometimes they get a little jealous, but as long as you show everybody attention, like, it's fine. I make, like, an effort to walk around and pet all the cats every day, you know what I mean? Like, make sure everybody feels special and whatnot. You make me feel special. But, yeah, I don't know. It's quite nice, because also, like, they cuddle with each other and play with each other, too. So, like, it's, like, healthy for them. I will say, I've heard that if you only have one cat, they can get kind of, like, sad. It's better to have at least 2 cats so that you can, like, that they can, like, hang out with each other. You know? You know? Like, imagine being the only human surrounded by a bunch of aliens, right? And you're like, what the hell are all these aliens doing? You don't know what the aliens are saying. They're not mean to you. They're quite nice, and they give you food and stuff, but, like, you don't know what the fuck they're saying. Eventually, you're gonna feel a little lonely, because you're like, damn, I can't even communicate to these aliens, you know? Am I equating myself to an alien in this story? Well, yes. Anyways. But then say the aliens brought you another human. You'd be like, oh shit, another human. I'm gonna talk to this person. Now, if they turn out to be a weirdo, that's a little unfortunate, but, you know. Could be better than no one at all, you know? And that's what I think. That's what I think personally about that. Those are my thoughts. Oh, why you should have 2 cats, not 1 cat. 2 cats. Okay, we got the 1 layer done here. Done enough anyway. I'm realizing I'm a little off screen right now, but that's okay. We'll come back in just a second. We've got the 2nd layer we gotta put on here too, though. But let's trim this across first. We're making good progress. The skirt is coming together swiftly. Is this going to be another one of those sewing streams where it's actually just me pinning everything together? Maybe a little. Maybe. We'll see how far we get, you know. We kind of go based off vibes. You know. I do want to make the bodice out of silk. Like that navy blue and white silk that I showed you in the little cubby thing earlier. Because I think that'll look very, like, sleek and clean. And I might use the top part of this dress that I'm reshaping here, the, like, prom dress part. I need to double check how it fits me, because I think it's a little bit big on me, but I want to use it as a pattern, because it's kind of the right cut for, like, the bodice itself. You know, it doesn't have the scallops, but, I mean, that's fine. It's all cosmetic anyways. Mimi, when the aliens bring Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. I was like, what? Context. In case you've missed it. Some kid from my old school named Jesus messaged me. Granted, we graduated years ago now, so it was weird. And I never really talked to him before, but he DM'd me on Instagram like maybe 2 years or 3 years ago now. 2 years ago? I don't know, something like that. It's been a bit. Still funny though. DM'd me, and he was like, he said something very vulgar. It was very vulgar. Oh no, not this story. Yeah, he he made some sexual comments, and I was like, whoa. And then I looked at his account. Guy's got a wife, kids. He's got a wife and multiple kids. He was hitting up some random weirdo from his high school. Mind you, in high school, I was like the weirdo animator, you know. Well, one of them. There was a decent amount of us, but still. You know, and he was a real jerkwad. Which is cool. So yeah, I don't know, that was really weird. Anyways, if the aliens brought me Jesus, I would be like, right, I'm gonna kill him. And then they would never bring me another human again. Actually, no, I would just stay really far away from him. But still. Like gerbils, right? Like if you have like two gerbils and the gerbils don't like each other, they'll just like kill the other one sometimes. Like they'll like eat them. Gerbils are not gerbils. Hamsters? Is it hamsters? I don't know. Weirdo anime girls are all the rage these days. Is that true? But you guys are always calling me a hag and like a freak. I don't think... I still would consider myself a weirdo anime girl. I'm not sure that that's accurate, you know? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, you guys... It doesn't seem like... It doesn't seem like it is. Interesting. Moto and Moto. I can't read that. I'm blind as a bat. We call you a hag out of love and endearment. I see. Is that real? Or is it just because you think it's funny? Because I kind of think... I don't want to be rude or assume things. It feels like you just do it because it's funny. I don't know if I'm feeling the love and endearment coming out of it. Mage Mimi Freaky Anime Girl Luchel. Right. Is that the full title we're going with now? I'll take it. You know, I feel like there's worse things to be than a freaky anime girl. I call you a hag because I want to be honest. Right, okay. Right. How many of you are actually younger than the age of, like, 21? Because, actually, better yet, how many of you are 24 or older, specifically? Who's 24 and older? Because you don't got no rights to call me a hag if you're 24 or older. No rights to call me a hag. I'm looking right at you. To be fair, hags are powerful creatures in D&D, are they? I'm old. Okay. Oji-san, call out. I'm in the age range you didn't mention, 22, 23. Oh. So I got the right to call you a hag. No! Oh, God. You can't, no. Oh, God. Listen, no, hold on, wait, I take it back. You can't call me a hag unless you're under 21. I'll allow anyone under 21 to call me a hag. But if you're under 18, you shouldn't be here. I guess I can't stop you, but... Well, actually, I don't know. If you're like 16, maybe I don't really care. We don't do anything NSFW, so I guess it's fine. But, if you're like 10, that's enough. Go get off your iPad. Go play outside. Go play outside. Go make some friends. Go play outside. If you're like 9 or 10 or something, get out of here. I'm as old as the universe. Alright, I'm 30, but that doesn't sound as cool. Ah, I didn't know the universe was 30. She's a young spring chicken, isn't she? Wow. No, but see, 30 is not even old is the thing. I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't, I don't know. I'm thinking about hag. hag, and I'm like, you gotta be like 70 years old to qualify as like a hag, right? And even then, I don't know. Would you call Free Ren a hag? I guess she is over 1,000, but still. I wouldn't call Free Ren a hag. Hag is like, you guys said it earlier, hag's in like the vibes. I'm like, you know, hag's like a vibe thing, you know? Like, you gotta act like a hag. You could be 70 years old and like, not a hag. You could be 100 years old and not a hag if you're not hag vibes, you know? I kind of want to be hag vibes when I'm like really old, but I'm not that old yet, so I don't really, you know, I feel like I'm not there yet. Personally. Free Ren is the queen of hags, very much so. I heard she's 18 and a half in elf years. Really? Is that canon? I would have thought she'd be like 25 at least. In elf years, I suppose. Because she feels like a 30-year-old woman to me. You know? Nothing wrong with that. She just doesn't, you know, doesn't feel like, you know, same thing. She feels like she's gonna pour herself a glass of wine, you know? Damn, can I do this 3 times? There's so much of this. I don't know if we will do it 3 times. It was, to be fair, on the original dress, it was pleated, and I didn't pleat it here. But we're gonna see what it looks like, because I will pleat it, but like with the underlayers. So we'll see what it looks like, and if we don't like it, we'll go back to the drawing board on it. Okay, hold on. Almost done. We're almost done with this. So many layers to keep track of. Around 100, think? What? I saw a YouTube short. Wait, Free Ren's a young lady and not a hag. Watch yourself. What? She's hundreds and thousands of years older than me. Okay, at least 1,000 years older than me. Approximately, at least. What? I wouldn't call her that to her face, but yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. What is she, only 100? No, she said she's lived for over 1,000 years. That was like her whole thing when she fought Aura, right? Was that her name? Aura? Aura! Who's Aura farming in my chat right now? Okay. Oh, I forgot this one. It's fine. The cuts don't need to be perfect. I think this might be too short to do it fully again, but maybe we can use it on the sleeves. Okay, let's see. We gotta trim this again and then maybe fold it in the pleats and see where we're at. It's looking nice and good though. And I still kind of want to put maybe the lace on top of it, so we'll see. That'll be a drape we'll do on the mannequin if we do that though. Okie dokie. Beautiful. So many little scrappies though. I'm trying to put all my scrappies in one pile so cleanup is easy, but it never stays like that for terribly long. Okay, the bottom we need to trim too, but you know, it looks pretty good for the first bottom layer. It's quite long, which is great. Let's turn it around. Get kind of vertical with it so I can get a good angle on it. Maybe the other way. Maybe the other way. Maybe this way. Here we go. Maybe like that. Maybe like that. Yeah. Okay. And then we can just trim all this down. Like this, basically. And I'll just do it in like little sections. That should work, probably, maybe. Maybe, probably. I think. Maybe I'll trim it once it's already up there. Or maybe once we pleat it, so that there's less. I don't know. Let's try pleating it. This side is like really fucked up on the length. This side's not really that bad. But let's see. Also, I know I have a little black ruffles on the bottom of my skirt. I'm gonna sew that to the hem of the satin layer, and then leave these top layers kind of just like loose, because I think that'll give it like a nice like loose look still. Right, so let's maybe pleat here. If you hear that thunder, ignore it. That's what I'm gonna do. This is quite thick. This is quite thick. Quite thick. My pins will not work here. Maybe my clover clips will though. Clover clips. Hold on. Here we go. I got a small bit of them here, but I got more. Wow. Clover clips. Maybe this will work. Probably have to use a couple of them. But maybe it'll just hold the little pieces together, maybe. Yeah. Maybe that. Sure. Okay. And then we're gonna... Technically, my skirt is box pleated, but I don't know if I want to do too much. Maybe we'll do it like this, and then we'll see what it looks like. There's going to be a lot of trial and error, and that's okay. What are you guys saying? Hold on, let me take a gander. You're just like them. You're realizing what you look like in hopes that people will give you money. What? You're revealing. Oh, what you look like. I got news for you. I revealed what I looked like in 2012, so it's a little hard to hide it at this point. Also, who's them? making conspiracy theories down here. You're just like them. Just like Bigfoot. He showed what he looked like. Oh, so we talking about my hands? Can you see me right now? Can you see me right now? And it's not so that people would give me money. I'll tell you that also. Because if I wanted your money, I would say, please give me money. I don't see the vision, but I will trust the process. That's allowed. That's allowed. It does look a little chaotic right now. Give her a few more moments. She might come together. She might not, you know. I am worried about the length of this with like the waist measurement, but maybe it's okay. Maybe we'll just do like one more here and then kind of connect that one in. Oh wait, this one? That one's a fold under, so I could put that on top of this side. Yeah, so this will work then. Hopefully, maybe. It's all good. We can try it at least. Where's the bottom side of this? Here. Alright. I ran out of clips. Hold on. I've got a whole jar more. You're so talented. Thanks. I don't really know what's going on, but I do appreciate it. We're kind of just pretending, because honestly, ever since I learned how to do cosplay stuff, it's truly just me being like, I think that'll work, maybe. You know, maybe that'll work. Let me clean up my pins. Hold on. Clean up my pins, and then we'll go put it on the mannequin and see where we're at. Beautiful. Okay. Okie dokie. Up we go, everybody. Oh, hi. That's my face. Me standing right up in the thing. Oh. 2012, back when Mimi was slightly less of a hag. Crazy. face reveal. Why do we all think it's a face? Guys, I showed my face for years. Years. Actually, hold on. Let me pick this up too. Okay, hold on. Scooch this way. Maybe like here. And then we'll put this like here. And see where we're at. That's loud. That was loud thunder right there. Alright, this is a lot bigger than it needs to be, which is good. Give it a second. I've never seen this person before in my life. You come to my streams like every day. You come to my streams like every day. Hold on. It's a bit big. And the waistline's quite bulky. But hold on. Let me move the picture at the bottom now. Hold on. Give me a second. Just give me a little second. Give me a second. Okay, still a little bit long down there. You can get smaller again. Just put it like there. Why is this unknown hag in my YouTube recommendation? What do you mean unknown hag? I'm not. First of all, you know. Second, hag. Why are we still on that? Haha, guys, the bit was really funny. Emphasis on was. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I actually don't mind the hag things. They're kind of funny. I'm not a hag, though. Trying to put it in the camera. You can see it. She's kind of. She looks a little interesting. Hold on. It's not that bad though. It's not that bad though. You know? I think I do want to change how I pleated it. And also it's like way too long. It needs to be like cut to like here. But that's okay. Because that's where the satin is. It's also way too puffy. But it looks okay. It looks okay. She's something that can be fixed. This primarily just needs to be altered a little bit. Hold on. Give it a second. I know it looks like I strangle her sometimes. That's the only way I can do it so that she doesn't fall over. Okay, that was too high up. We're pinning that a little lower. Hold on. I need to pin that down to like here, I think. Maybe. Hi Renzo, welcome. No worries. How you doing today? You can see the vision. Let's try trimming the bottom. Yeah, whatever. You're just gonna see the back of my head. And we're gonna deal with that. We're gonna deal with those consequences later. Beautiful. I'm not gonna touch the underlayer yet. We'll trim that off later, but just for the top layer so you can kind of get the gist. And I'll fix it later so that it's a little bit more straight cut. Wait. One second. I'm in the weeds. I'm in the weeds. There you go. That's better. That's better. It's you know, she's not perfect, but she's got a good shape for now. The pleats are a little too bulky. I gotta fix the pleats. Cause there's just imagine it like less like that and more maybe like thin pleats like this. Like the good news is the cut of the fabric is perfectly fine. It's just the absolute thickness of it for now. But yeah, you could see it now. These weren't really the move. I lost it in there. And now it's on the floor. Right. Give me a second. I don't want to pleat it like that thick. I'm gonna do it kind of like how tutus, okay, not actual tutus, cosplay tutus are done, where they kind of just do a ton of really small little ruffles in, instead of the big box pleats. And then that'll probably be fine. Probably, maybe. Give it a second. It's gonna take me a second. I got the lining all up here. Hold on. There you go. I just poked myself. That's not nice. That wasn't great. I didn't love that. You know what's crazy? I have like a terrible fear of needles, but not sewing needles. Just like doctor ones. I don't know what that's about. These are not staying very well. The fabric is just so thick. Okay, well, you can get a gist of how it looks a little bit better over here now. It's the folding of it. Imagine that done in a better way. Imagine that done in a way that's a little bit better than that. Sorry, let me catch up on the chat a little bit. I'm not a hag, she says, while everything in her room creaks. Well, if the things in the room creak, but I'm not creaky. Look, listen. No creaking noises. Boom. Hag allegations beaten. Zachary, thank you so much. A wild mage hag has appeared in front of you. How long does it typically take to make a dress? I would say like maybe like a full week or two of work. It depends. Actually, probably a little longer than that. Maybe like 2 or 3 weeks of work. Just because it depends on how detailed it is, but like sewing can really be a pain in the ass. I heard a noise there. You guys too are right. No, you didn't hear. No, that was pretty loud. No. Wait. There was no no. Do you take commissions? I had a small period where I took sewing commissions, and then I realized I did like one batch of 3, and I realized that I hated it because I didn't want to charge anyone enough to make it worth it for me, because I was like, oh, my sewing's not that good, so I can't charge that much. And it was just not very fun. I did do 3 commissions for like other people, and then I've made like 300 outfits or something in my lifetime, mostly for idol groups and stuff. But those weren't really commissions. Those were just kind of like for projects that I was a part of. But you know, okay. What I want to do now is do some stuff for the bodice. Stop calling me a hag. Stop it. Stop it, you. You stop it, you. You stop it. I heard some squeaky. No, you did not. No. You're hearing this thing. That's not... See, you don't hear that when I do this. You don't hear it. It's different. There is... Don't try to deny it. No. Gaslighting me now. I'm getting gaslighting on my own stream. Before before we do that though, hold on, let's see if the little laces and things that I got would look nice maybe. Because I do really want to add more texture to it. It's fine if it is just this, but we'll see. Me doing the robot, what's going on? E-R, E-R, E-R. Okay. The shade of white is a bit different. I'm not even really sure where I would put this. Probably like just the bottom, but I don't know. That's one option. The other option is this one, which would probably be all over. It's also attached to a very large dress, but that's okay. You can still get the gist of it. This one I think I like more than the other one, but it still feels a little busy maybe. No. I don't know, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. This one I don't hate. Maybe that one. We'll consider her again later. Lots of lace. Yeah. I think it would be kind of cute. I don't know. But let's start on the bodice for now. Let's get this. I hope I did not just moon that camera. That would be crazy if I did. If you saw my butt just now, no you didn't. Okay, we're gonna take this, the piece from what we cut off earlier, and I'm gonna use this top piece as my like pattern for the bodice that we're gonna sew. So I'll show you how we're gonna do that, I suppose. Got this and this. Oh, you know what? I just found this fabric. I forgot about this. What I really wanted to do originally with this outfit, can you see this fabric? It's embossed with little flowers. It's kind of hard to tell. It has a really nice texture to it with these like little roses that are like made into it. And I really wanted to put this as my like white fabric for this outfit when I was originally conceptualizing it. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe. I don't know. This could be like a really nice underskirt for it. I don't know. We'll see. I can tell you have no pets because you throw your stuff on the floor. If I did that hair everywhere. I do throw my stuff on the floor, but I got 10 cats. I have 10 cats. You want to see one of them? He's sleeping. I don't really want to bother him. But yeah, no, I just clean a lot. I literally did like a deep clean of this area the day before yesterday. Your cats are clean. My dog sheds everywhere. My cats shed everywhere too. We just clean a lot. Okay, wait, let's see. Let's just do the bodice. We'll come back to the skirt because I kind of want to use that other fabric. I think that would be really pretty, but we'll see. We're going to use that, and we're going to use that. And then we're going to use the other thing, and I need my scissors, which I've placed somewhere here. Okay. Back to the floor we go. I love the floor. Hold on, I need to move the image again, because you're going to see my little silly goose face, and I don't need that. I don't need that as much as it's already happened. I don't need any more of it. Boop. Beautiful. Stunning, beautiful, and amazing. Okay. Switch this over here. Excuse me. Okay. We're going to use this as the base. And you don't need to cut into things when you use them as patterns. You could easily just keep it. But I'm going to cut into this because I kind of want to use the inside of it. Because it has like built-in cups and bones. That might be helpful. Your VTuber face is there too, smiling forever. That's a VTuber cutout. That's a cutout. She's a cardboard cutout, alright? A cardboard cutout. Like the ones you see at Disney World. I have no idea how I want to do this. Let's get in here like this way, maybe. Like the ones you see at Disney World. This dress was really pretty, and I'm sorry for her defeat. But, you know, just like Mouth Chan, it had to happen. I'll install a new zipper as well. So we're gonna chop into this one. Excuse me. Rip, yeah. You're destroying this dress? I technically am, yeah. But that happened about an hour ago when we cut the entire bottom part off. But I'm saving it. It was from a thrift store. I'm giving it new life as my upcycle base for my VTuber outfit. Yep. And who knows, maybe I can use the like blue lace parts or something later for something. We'll see. We'll see what's salvageable. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, all this. Perfect. Perfect and flawless. I'm gonna take... I didn't even know there was a lace corset back here. That's kind of nice, but I think it's fake. Like, I think it's just there for looks. I guess it could be functional, but not really, based off how this is. Maybe. Oh, you couldn't see that. Whatever. So I'm gonna... Can't we cut this off of this? I probably can. It's looped around all this, though. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure that out later. But we're going to use this as our baseline. So, the cups is like its own thing for the bobbies. But for the top part, we're going to use this. I'm going to cut these like little fraying pieces off. I don't even remember when I bought this fabric, but I know it was for another project that got canceled. I don't remember when it was or what it was for. But I know that we've got all this satin for no damn reason, so we're giving it reason. Sometimes art needs to be destroyed for new art to be reborn. That's so deep. That's so deep, but yeah. Do you have to remove the stitching? Technically, if I was doing it like properly, yeah. But for now, we're just gonna copy over the pattern. I'll probably honestly just scrap this whole thing for parts after we do that. But we'll see. It's like what you do with cars. You scrap them for parts when they go wrong. Just like my car. She got scrapped for parts. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? She got scrapped for parts. She blew up on the highway. Alright. Okay. Now, the thing about my dress, right, is the front of it, it's like navy blue up here, and then there's like a white bit here. I'm gonna cut the whole thing in navy blue for now, and we'll add the white after. But basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the front side and the back side, and I don't know if the cups need to be separate. We'll figure that out, because they're definitely not on the front side. On the back side, they're, well, also kind of not. Because this pattern's kind of coming out in like a little loopy situation. So we'll probably just do that. Let's just cut these. I don't know what I'm doing with the cup situation right now. I was gonna cut this out individually and then just trace it onto this. I'm thinking in my brain if that's the right way to do it. I always forget about the Mimi cardboard until someone mentions it. What? You don't like my cardboard cutout? What's wrong with her? She likes you. I don't know why I have to make everything creepier than it actually is. We're gonna cut around the cup and just use the lining as our pattern. Sound good? Sound good. Excuse me. They've also got like the like sticky little pieces and stuff here. That's why I was saying I might scrap this for like pieces, because it's got a lot of nice pieces. Excuse Excuse me. I'm just gonna cut that straight off. I've got other cups that I can use. You can order those things in bulk on Amazon. Okay, kind of like this. I'm just following the lines and cutting it out. Okay, piece 1. Boom. Can I get 10 big booms? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Okay, and then I don't actually need to cut out the third side, but I do need to cut the middle side out, because both the left and the right are probably the same. And if they're not, well, they're gonna be now. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, give it a second. We're just gonna cut straight around that. I'm locked in, give it a sec. I'm locked in temporarily, give it a second. There you go. Up to here, all the way around town. Okay, give it a second. The cups are in the way. Excuse me, cups. Excuse me a second and a third time also. Okay, hold on. Wow. Thank you for all the big booms. Boom, 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 boom. The cup is fake? Well, of course they were fake. Of course they were fake. They were fake? Of course they were fake. Well, the things that go in the cups aren't fake, I'll tell you that much. Okay, right. Anyways, we got these two pieces. They look a little desolate right now, but that's okay. Then let's come back over here, and then the back side, I'll be honest, I'm just gonna cut out full, like it just like a trapezoid. I'm not even gonna bother cutting that out of here. Let's scooch this over so you can see what we're doing over here. Truly beautiful. We're gonna need 2 of these and 1 of these, and then I will want to line this in the white satin, but we will do that when we get to the white satin. So let's just cut out 1 layer of all this. And by that I mean, cut out a big square first, and then all the layers. And we need to allow for seam allowance. Don't forget the seam allowance, children. Seam allowance is like your bestie. You can't forget your bestie. This kind of sounds like I'm cutting paper, which is kind of nice. It's like construction paper. I feel like I haven't used construction paper in so long. Somebody bring back construction paper into my daily life. Okay. Beep. Beep. Beep, beep. Beep. Beautiful. Beautiful, stunning, and amazing. Absolutely amazing and beautiful and stunning and things. To buy old clothes. Oh, so buy old clothes, cut out the sections, copy on the new fabric, and sew together. Yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Make sure you don't cut too close to the pattern. Like, I'm not gonna make it exact. I'm gonna give seam allowance by cutting like a damn like 1/2 inch away from the thing. It's kind of guesstimations. But if you do it this way, you know, You don't gotta worry about mathematics and things, really. Because I know sewing is technically a lot of math, but you don't really gotta worry about the math. In Mimi's view, we're all children. She's so free and what? No. Some of you guys are older than me. Somebody earlier today was like they're the age of the universe. I mean, come on. I can't compete with that. Okay. Then let's just cut. I only need the one layer of this. Give me a second. Get all this out of the way. Boop. Nice middle piece here. Same situation with the seam allowance. Close enough. There's more thunder. Yeah. The storm found me. I gotta go. Okay, and then we need to do the back side, so let's put that to the side for now. That's not long enough for the back, I don't believe. Let's get one last big old piece out of this. I know you can't see what I'm doing right now, but we're gonna deal with that. We're gonna deal with it. Just want to kind of separate it. There you go. There you go. Beautiful. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, we got this whole big old strip now. Let's take this. Put the back side over here. Baby, come back. Okay. I'm not going to do the lace up back because my design doesn't have that. And we're going to put in like a zipper and stuff anyway. So we're not going to bother with that. Okie dokie. I'm going to go kind of right along the line here. Up to the top. There you go. Nice diagonal line. Excuse me. Okay. Here to here. That's mostly fine. Honestly, my sewing streams are just such a shit ton of me going, yeah, that's mostly fine. Oh yeah, that's mostly fine too. I like that. That seems good. You know? Okay. I don't know how this is considered watchable, but that's okay. Boom. Boom, the back side is done too. She's making it look so simple. It is simple, technically. I should cut out the white part now. But let's just hold this all together for now, I guess. Should cut out the white part, but we've got... I'm going to keep the pattern pieces over here just for reference later, but we don't need them yet. Oh. Yeah, right, that's on me. Hold on. Give me back this scrap. Fun fact, when you need a right and a left side of something, one of them's got to be on the right side of the fabric, and one of them's got to be on the wrong side of the fabric. Whoops. Whoopsie. Right. Hey, I knew that. I did know that. Believe it or not, I did know it. Sound right. Sound good. If you don't know what I mean by right side and wrong side of the fabric, basically, do you see how this one's like, oh, this one's like very shiny, and then this is like not shiny. This is the wrong side and this is the right side, because it's like the top and then the bottom, basically. And then flip this. Now they're opposites of each other. Wow, perfect. Okay. Is this? Does this go on like this, or does this go on like this? I don't remember. This goes on like this. So this is the inside. Perfect. Okay. Then this piece goes here. And then we sew them together like this. Wow. This curve does sew onto this. This curve does sew onto this curve. And then this is where the boobie goes. This is like little carrot indent situation is where the boobie goes. You can also see the little in curves here for like waist things. I might have to alter that a little bit more, but we'll see where it's at. That's pretty good. I do that all the time. Wait, hold on. Can't read. Mimi, did you see the new game where you play as wizards and fight territory against other wizards? Yeah, Mage something. I literally sent that to Monty because I was like, we have to play this. It's about mages and it's a multiplayer game. So we're probably gonna do that eventually. But Monty's going through it right now. So we'll see. But I did see that. I want to be like fireball. That's not how mage stuff works. It's kind of a stereotype, but that's okay. I'm fine with it. As a fellow cosplayer, it must be really freaking cool to dress up as your own OC. It is, yeah. I've always found that more fun than, I don't know, canon characters for some reason. I know that's like everybody's own personality, their own stuff thing, but Okay, let's get the white pieces in there. Slide this up. It's just a smidge meter. I'm gonna cut we're gonna use that little piece. Can I use this for all of it? Probably not, but I'll use it for what I can. For the little piecey pieces. Can't really see through it, but that's okay. Cut the basic shape out. I know what it looks like. Actually, I can fold it back again and do it this way and make it easier. Yeah. Now it's already symmetrical. Look at that. I'll make it kind of longer. I'm going to give myself a decent amount of room on the bottom. Boom. Okay, it could have a little bit more of a curve than that. Hold on. Yeah, big booms. Okay, like this. Boom. That's better. That's a little better. Maybe I could make it come in a little bit more, but this is fine for now. Cut these little pieces off on the sides here. Yeah, okay. Can you see that? You can. Okay. Let me read what you said, Shoji. A very listenable stream. I love the sounds of scissors cutting fabric. Can you hear that clearly? That's good. My mic is so far away. I probably should have wired the mic down below the desk. But I have all my wires managed so specifically. Hi, Sheen. Blah, 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 blah. Do that all the time for knife holsters. Looking forward to seeing the finished outfit. Feeling tired, so just stopping by to like and comment. Okay, thank you, Julian. Take a good rest. Thank you so much. I feel like an artist that just does things is a sign of experience rather than getting mental block and just staring into space. Totally not speaking from personal experience. I see. That's kind of fair. I don't know. I feel like for me it's like I've just been doing this for like so long. I'm just kind of like, eh. If I mess up, so what? You know? It's like, obviously I don't want to mess up, but it's not the end of the world if I do. Thinking about it, because it does kind of go back up on the back side, actually. So let's scooch it like this. Do a half, and then go back up. Probably don't need to go up that high, but I'll deal with that later. I'll deal with that later. Oh, it's not wide enough. It's not wide enough. It's not wide enough. Alright, we're going to use both of these then. I thought it would work. It would not work. That's okay. It's not quite wide enough. I don't want these little stinky pieces with the hemming and whatnot. Alright. Here. Here. What is the halfway point? About that? About that? That's about good. That's about alright. It's probably about good. Probably maybe about right. Probably maybe something about that. Okay. Right about here. Cut off the excess. Something like that. And then I also did the other one at the same time, so we just go take that bottom layer. Boom. Something like that. Something like that. Not bad. Okay. Akira, welcome. Handy craftsman. Craftswoman? Either way is fine. Thanks. Think this up, not down. Wait, up? Up. Yeah. I wonder how it would be to dress up as my OCs. I recommend it. It's fun. You could always do like casual outfits too. That's what I did like first. I would like find shirts that kind of looked like their shirts and just kind of roll with that. Nice way to open into it. Okay, I need another strip of the white. Do I have another pre-cut strip in here? I do not think so. I do not think so. All right. Give me a second. Kind of like this. Okay. I'm just gonna cut a big strip out of it, cause what else I gotta do, you know? Beautiful. I only need this side for this. And since I want this to be the same on both sides, we're going to take this one and use it as a baseline and just kind of trace it. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's not really over all the way. Something like this. It's still not really quite over all the way. Yeah, there we go. Just cut that out. I don't need the sides. I do. Yeah, I might, actually. I don't know, whatever. It's an estimation, not an exact science. I'll deal with it. Okay. Put this back here. Put this back here. Put this back here. And cut straightish across. Get that piece out, get this out of here, move this over here, and bada bing, bada boom. It's a little too long, but that's just doing what it needs to do. Bam. Bam. It's actually 3 a.m. right now. I'm just passing by to greet and check the costume. Thank you. Good luck on the oh, and check the cat cam. Oh, good luck on the costume. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I'm so far away. It's hard to read it. It's so hard to read. I don't Seems like Mimi's done some showing clothes before. Well, yes. I do run a boutique. In my VTuber universe. Not in the real world. I do run a boutique. Immersion. See, it's important. Even if it's entirely broken, it's important. Okay. Now... Okay, what you're supposed to technically do from here, right, if you're doing this the right way, is you would cut all of these pieces again, not the white pieces, just the navy blue pieces. You cut all the navy blue pieces again out of, well, actually, I guess you would attach the white to the navy blue, and then you would use that piece to cut your lining out. And I could do that, but I won't. How long have we been streaming? 2 hours? Did I say 2 hours? I do have a teeny weeny itty bit of a headache, which is why I'm like, let me take some water swigs really quick. You can see scraps on my shoes. Also my face again. Wow, hello again. Nice to see you. Oh. Okay, let's see. We could pin these to the mannequin. Or, yeah, I really don't feel like sewing right now. This is like, this is the equivalent. But I don't feel like actually using the machine at the moment. So let's pin this up on the mannequin and see what it looks like and then decide what we're doing next from there. Maybe we'll make the bows, because that'll be fun. So, 1 second. Excuse me. My pins again. I'm going to face it towards me for a moment. It's also not very, not the most evenly cut thing ever, and also the seam allowance is quite high, but that's alright. That's alright. There you go. Put that back up there and cover up, lady. Okay. That's not too bad for the first bit, right? You can see it's coming together. This part looks a little weird because it's like folded up like that, but you know, it's coming together. That's also like way too high. It's like way too high. Hold on. My fit is kind of like down here, like down there. Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me. Look how weak my pin is. Go in. Jeepers. My God. It's the other thing. Pins lose their sharpness the more you use them, and well, that's quite clear here. All right, whatever. You can see that. Then the side pieces. This is this side. That here. You can see how well this lines up here. This is why we put the little carrot in, because now that there's like actually a boob in there, you can see how it covers it. You could see. Still with the seam allowance, but yeah. A good illustration of how that works. Something like this. Okay. Okay. This is also why people use patterns. I've actually never used an actual real like sewing pattern. like you could buy patterns from the store. I've never done that. And I'm not sure that I ever will. Maybe, eventually, but, you know. I don't know how to use an actual pattern. I know how to make patterns. Or how to trace patterns, I guess, which is what this was. But I know how to make them also from scratch. So I've never really gone and done that before. You know, pattern purchasing. Nothing wrong with it though. I think that's like what most people do. Oh. If Mimi got a special mic, this stream would be ASMR. Ooh, you know, that's not a bad idea. Like showing noises the stream. Then I don't gotta talk, I just sit here and poke things and then cut things. Probably would be nice, except for this noise. That's not really the most satisfying noise ever, but the rest of it, you know, maybe you're onto something. Too many of these are bent, way too many of them. Okay, like this, and then the back side. Let me just the back side. Hold on. Oh. Lovely noises. Truly lovely, lovely noises. Okay. And then this connects to here and here. I've got a shit ton of extra space because my size is a little different than the mannequin, but that's okay. That's okie dokie. Like these. The back side is kind of a situation. I'll probably, this is why they had the like lace in there, because of this. I'll probably add like maybe a seam or the back zipper. I don't know if I'll do a back zipper or a side zipper. Probably a back zipper, but whatever. That's a problem for future Mimi and not right now Mimi. That's a problem for not me right this very second. Right. And then you just kind of pin it in there and then hope for the best. You can see how this works in theory. If you attach all the seams and things in. Okay, excuse me. You can see how it works in theory. Because you would have the seam here, the seam there, and then on both sides the same thing. And then if I add the zipper down the middle of the back, bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. The more that I look at this, the more that I think I probably do want to add that other fabric on top of this. Because this fabric, I don't know if you can really see on camera. You kind of can. This is like an off-white a little bit. It's like a little, it's got a small ivory tone to it. Like it's like a greenish tone. And then this is like true white. Or maybe it's like a, it's a much more true white. So having the off-white and the true white next to each other is a little awkward. So I might take this fabric, which I think, oh, it might also be off-white. It's less, but it's still kind of off-white. But it's a little more matchy. We'll see. And make like a, probably just an extra skirt layer or a circle skirt on top of it. And then use this as like the underskirt. Maybe. Greenish. Yeah, it's like an ivory tone. It's kind of, you can kind of tell. Hold on. Let me scooch this down a little bit more again. You can kind of tell. You see how like this is brighter and then this is like darker. With a little bit of oil, the mannequin won't make a sound anymore. It's literally just styrofoam on a metal pipe. So I don't know if WD-40 gonna help that, but we could try. But you know. She's messy looking, but she's coming together. Artist eyes. I suppose so. I suppose so. It would look nicer if it kind of worked together, you know, in cohesion. Cohesion. Yelling all that time made my head hurt. Oh, why was I yelling so much? Talking so quietly now. It's nice. Okay. I don't dislike it. I think we have a good baseline. I have to figure out if I'd prefer the lace is definitely pure white if I did the lace layer. But this embossed fabric is so pretty. Honestly, that is pretty too, the way that it is. Like this fabric, it is quite pretty. It's too long still. The skirt is too long. I have to chop it down to like maybe like another inch here and then add the black. Actually, maybe like 2 inches and add the black. I don't know. Oopsie. Oopsie shorty. Didn't mean to kick that. Yeah. I don't really want to cut the stream too short, but my head is killing me. So maybe we'll do another one of these. I might want to alter my setup so I'm not sitting on the floor far away from the mic too. Maybe I'll move, not this camera, the other camera. Maybe I'll move that over here and then set up a light or something. And then maybe we can show at the desk. Or do like Tom Cruise and buy taller shoes. I guess I could do like Tom Cruise and buy taller shoes, whatever that means, but I still think, because the way my body is, hold on, you can literally see, if I stand next to it. If I wear this skirt, like, it's gonna drown out like all of my legs. She's a little taller than me, I guess. But if I wear this, it's like, it's gonna drown out my legs, you know what I mean? It's too long. If we shorten it, it'll look a little bit better. That over there is a wild call. Why not two over there? The other over there. Maybe. I'm thinking about moving this. Hold on. This one. This cam. Over here. I'm thinking about moving that to where I'm standing right now. To where I'm standing. I'm standing right now. Did you know that? I'm standing. By my like computer desk. So I can actually do something. Maybe if I have like a small table I could hook it up to. That'd be even better. Cause then we could like, I don't know. Also, I'm looking at it, the fabric looks a lot darker than navy blue. It doesn't really look navy blue. It is, but it looks a lot more like black. Am I bugging? 10 more cameras for the full 360 view. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Oh, I kicked it again. Whoopsies. Is it not black? Thank God I'm not the only one. No, it's supposed to be navy blue. It's not. Here, let me take this scrap and show you over here. Can you see? It's really picking up black on camera. I mean, it looks kind of the same in real life, but it's a little bit more blue. I don't know. It's supposed to be navy blue. The back side is 100% navy blue, but it's like real dark navy blue. I don't 100% like mind it. It's just not the most accurate thing in the world. But I did have this navy blue lace that I considered putting on top of it. This, what would that look like? Let's take a gander. Let's take a gander what that would look like. If we do this. Can you see that? Color-wise. Hang out there for a second. I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't love it though. I think the top will look a lot better if it's nice and sleek without. I pulled out a. Oh. Oh, there it is. I pulled out a. Oh, there it is. I pulled out a pin. I saw that I pulled it out, but there you go. You keep that. You keep that, you. Yeah, I don't know. I think it looks better if it's like sleek on top and then we add like texture to the skirt somehow. It does have a good silhouette though. It does have a good silhouette. Here, look at it from like this angle. The front angle looks a little interesting. But you can see. Ignore the way that the back is doing that. Give it a second. You see, like, It's got a good silhouette. It's not bad. It's just a little. She's just a little confused at the moment. I don't see any trace of blue. Yeah. You can in real life, but yeah, it is quite dark. It is quite dark. It is quite dark. Cause here, this is the. Let's put this over here. Also, let's turn the microphone facing me so you can actually hear me. Yeah, I mean, like on the shading parts, it is darker, but maybe not quite that dark. We'll see. I don't know. I honestly, what would be a good idea is maybe taking like a organza overlay to it. That might be nice. One day we'll see someone cosplaying you at a con and tell her, I really like your Mage Mimi cosplay. And she'll say thank you while thinking deep down, but I am Mage Mimi. That is me, actually. Yeah. I don't know. That'd be kind of fun. There have been people who've cosplayed me before. Not this design yet, but my older one. And some people think that they're me. Like there was this somebody cosplayed me in another country once. And posted a picture of it, and I thought it was really cool. But everyone I knew was like, when did you go to this country? And I was like, that's just not me. That's just someone cosplaying me. It was a damn good cosplay. So, you know. It's still funny, though. Are you gonna make the staff too? Yeah, my broom? Probably. You guys want to see? I got a stick somewhere. Is it where I think it is? Yeah, hold on. I got a stick that I carved myself. This will dox me if I show this part of it. Hold on. We're gonna show the other end, actually, so that I don't dox myself. As my name carved on the other side. See? Carved this bad boy myself. Real wood. Wow. Big stick. Real big stick. Is it resting on the floor? Real big stick. Bada bing, bada boom. Perfect though. See? Yeah. Damn, you hewed that yourself? I carved it with a knife at my summer camp. Can we get a 360 of it? Oh, now smack me in the forehead. It didn't. It's also got a real dirty bottom. But if I show you the other side, well, maybe if I cover it. Yeah. If I do this, yeah. Bing, bing. It's so much taller than you. It actually is. It's got a couple inches on me. But that's accurate. Like, it's accurate to that one. So, you know. Did you sandpaper and oil it? No. I just chopped off, because they made us do it. They made us all pick out a stick. It's got like an elbow in it. Wait, can you see that? Wait. Here. Right here. It's got like a little elbow. A little bend in it. Lovely little bend. Big stick. Anyways, yeah, this is my big stick made of real wood. Paint that stick. I might use like, because it's real wood, so I might use like a wood stain. Don't get splinters. It's so old. I literally, the thing on the top of it that would dox me says 2015. July 30th, 2015. Yeah. Yeah, 10-year-old stick. It's been sitting in my closet. Anyways. Yeah, you just gotta take this and add, it's actually a bit too thick and heavy. If I actually made my broom, we would use, craft foam and PVC pipes. But this is nice. Looking forward to the broom arc. Thank you. This is also made of like birch or something, when that one is like dark wood. I don't know. I only know Minecraft terms, but you know, pretty cool either way. Big ass stick. Man, I love stick. Stick is great. stick is life. I don't know. Stick, sticky, stickity, stick it to the man, you know? Mimi's gonna attack all of her fans with a stick. I'm not going to do that. That's a crazy allegation. Crazy allegation. Make it out of solid steel. Well, that would be an effective weapon if that's what I was going for, I suppose. We better behave if she has a stick like that. That won't pass a con safety check. Well, if I make it out of PVC pipes and foam, it will. If I do that, it will. Also, it'll travel better, and I could break it into pieces, which will be useful for traveling things. Oh yeah, we will make the broom. We'll make the butt bow, the broom, the hat. The only thing that I don't really have a plan for right now is the shoes. But I'm hoping eventually I'll find shoes that look enough like my shoes that I could tweak them to be like my shoes. If not, I'll just wear my Fila's because they're the right color. Y'all see my Fila's? I'll show you. I wore them to off-cry, but hold on. Oh wait, this wrong one. Hold on, I can't see. I'm blind. Yeah, where did I put them? Where did I put my Fila's? Shit, did I leave them at Monty's house? That'd be crazy. I might have. Okay. I think I've just discovered I might have left my Fila's with Monty Bagel. That's an interesting problem for later. But just know that I have shoes that are like sneaker forms of my heels. Fila's never a bad option. Yeah, my stompers. Yeah, that's a problem. Hold on, I should text Monty Bagel. Did I leave my Fila's in your house as well as my Switch controllers? Well, we'll deal with that later then. She stole my shoes. No, we shared a really big suitcase, and we got back to my house really late. And she wanted to go back to her house, so I was like, alright, I'll just grab I don't remember what I grabbed. I think I grabbed the tripods out of the big suitcase, but I think I left everything else in there, including my shoes. She has my Switch controllers, too. Oops, well, you had shoes to match your outfit. Well, yes. She stole your Tims. Not my Tims! Well, oh well. That's okay, I'll get them from her eventually. You grabbed Johnny's wallet and credit card information. Okay, I didn't grab his wallet. I also don't know his credit card information. He put his credit card information into my DoorDash account. Right, Okayu? Hi. Yeah. Yeah. I am going to say that I'm done showing for today. My head's killing me. But we will continue this shortly. Yeah. Cat? Did you see a cat? Oh, Okayu. Right. Yes. But yeah, what we'll do next time is we'll actually use the sewing machine. The one that's, right there. Oh, you can see my board! This is in sticky notes. But yeah, we'll use the sewing machine. I got it, like, ready and everything. I just didn't, I don't know. One of those things, I guess. But we'll use the sewing machine to put the bodice pieces together properly. And then we'll cut out the lining. And then we'll sew the pieces and the linings together. And we'll sew the lining to the main piece. And then, I don't know. That looks expensive. I got my sewing machine as a gift. And then the serger machine, we won at a masquerade. Because we won Best in Show at Anime Next 2019, I think. So that was the prize that we got for that. Because I sewed most of the costumes, I ended up getting that. Yeah. Yeah. It's the weather. I got a headache too, you think so? That is true, actually. I think I might just be a little dehydrated. Or maybe it's because I was yelling. When I was on the floor, I was yelling quite a bit. But, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes the weather, like the pressure drops or raises, and then it's like, oh, haha, you can't handle that in your brain no more, dum dum. And I'm like, what? It's so rude. Have you seen the CNC sewing machine's pretty neat? I don't know what that is, no. Is it like a new one? Something fancy and new like? Awesome job. Thank you. Thank you. I think it's turning out pretty good so far. Once it's all put together properly, it'll look nicer. I definitely need to do a top layer on the skirt. The more that I look at it, the more I'm like, it needs a top layer. Whether we make the top layer also satin, or the embossed fabric, or maybe the lace, but I'm turning my back on the lace a little bit, so I don't know, maybe. That's up to be seen. Is the black part on the skirt a different layer? No, it is sewn to it. I thought I had black trim. I'll need to look into that. But I'll sew it to there's a satin layer in here somewhere. Like underneath this like fluff layer, there's a satin layer, and I'll sew it to that. It's not exactly accurate to the original because my actual VTuber outfit only has the like one layer. Maybe there's a petticoat under there. I don't know. And that's for me to know and you to find out later. But, you know, I think this is good for now. For sure. For sure. It's like a 3D printer, but for sewing machines. Automated sewing. Really? How the hell does that work? That's kind of cool. I don't hate that. As a seamstress, I don't hate that. Because I won't lie to you. I really like certain aspects of sewing, but I really hate other aspects of it. It's like one of those things where it's like, you like to see something coming together, but like right now I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta sew that. You know? But yeah, we'll add a ruffles in. I have to dig out where my ruffles are. I'm pretty sure I have some. It's just a matter of whether or not I have enough. I might have to make ruffles, which I mean we could do, that's fine. But, you know, I'm not worried about the bows or anything. I mean, honestly, my outfit's pretty damn simple at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's pretty damn simple. We'll sew the scallops in to the top of the bust when that's why it's like so much taller right now on the real one. When we sew it to the lining. Because I'll just sew the scallops in and then like trim the little edge pieces on the inside and then fold it inside out and we'll have nice scallops. Give it a good iron press. That'll be nice. Yeah. Simple, but with a bunch of small details. Yeah, but it'll be okay. It'll be good. Gotta figure out what the top layer on the skirt's gonna be. I think that's my current big dilemma. I'm gonna try seeing things. I really want the embossed one to work out. But it might be just a bit too off-white. I could always put... You know what, actually, that's a good idea, actually. Maybe. We'll take this fabric that I really wanted to use. This one, the embossed one. And maybe I'll cut on top of the white pieces here, on top of these white pieces, another layer of the embossed fabric, as well as a layer here for the skirt. Cut the skirt down too. It's way too long, but that's fine for now. Cut the skirt down and put this layer on top of it so that it'll match the white here, because that's kind of what it's doing on my actual outfit anyway. Match it all together, and then I won't have to worry about the color difference. And that'll be good. Yeah. I do also have to find belts. Tiny, like little thin belts like that. For my hat and my waist. But that's okay, we'll find those later. Yeah. Needs more layers. That damn skirt don't need no more layers. I might even have to take away some of them, damn. It's fucking... Well, actually, no, it's got a nice shape to it, but it does need to be thinned out towards the top, I think. I might need to cut some carrots into that. Because I was originally going to make the skirts circle skirts, but then I found that dress, and I remember the prom dress, and I was like, oh, that's actually great for, like, the baseline here. It's something. something. We really could go like anyway. For them belts. Yeah, for them belts. How about the broom? The broom looks unique. Yeah, the broom, we're gonna get probably just a PVC pipe. I'll go buy one from like Home Depot. And then just cover it in a bunch of, maybe craft clay. You know, like that like air dry craft clay that they got. Craft foam clay or something. Just cover it in that. Get some like stick texture going on. That'll be really lightweight. The pedals, I'll probably make out of some sort of fabric. I'm not positive what. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure that out. We'll figure it out. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Something that doesn't fray is like the main thing. And is like big and will hold its shape. I might have to put some wire in there to make the shape nice. But I mean, we'll figure it out. Stuff some stuff in there. Stuffings and things. But yeah, most of it will be made out of craft clay. It's just the pedals I gotta figure out. That's alright though. Decorative belt or holding belt? Decorative. Decorative. It's not gonna be doing nothing. Decorative only. Yeah. Try your hand at leather working. There's some things that I think are out of my range, and that might be one of them. That might be one of them, maybe. Yeah. I think this is pretty solid. Pretty solid. It's coming together anyways. I don't know if you guys want to see more episodes of this. My sewing streams are very... I don't want to call them very work in progress, but they're very hit or miss, I feel. I see the vision, yeah. Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. I see it in the bones, yeah. Oh yeah. More sewing, okay. I'll try my best. I think I need to move some things around so I'm working on a desk and not the floor, and that might fix it quite a bit. But we'll see. Try forging your own armor. I technically have done that out of craft foam before. I cosplayed, in 2020, in February, I cosplayed Alice Synthesis 30 from, Sword Art Online. And I, like, made her whole armor, like her gold armor. Do I have a picture of that somewhere I can show you? Probably. Hold on. I think I put one on my Instagram. Probably. I made armor there. That kind of counted. Was it effective armor? No. But it looked nice. And that's got to count for something. That's got to count for something. I don't know. Maybe something. Give it a second. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Can we... we're swapping screens. Wait. Okay, we're gonna swap screens. Can you see this? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not here still. I'm the ghost inside your head. Ooh. There you go. See? I made all that armor. Boom. 5 big booms. 5 big booms. Wasn't bad. Spray painted stuff. I made the sword too. Yeah. I look kind of ugly in this wig, but that's fine. We don't worry about that. Hey, we don't worry about it. We don't worry about it, sweetheart. Nice work there. Yeah. Crafting, craft foam can go like a very far way. You can go a very far way. You can do a lot with that. Yeah. Yo, sick. Thank you. It's been eons since the cosplay days, but yes. Yeah, I don't know. Got a lot going on. I'm also realizing I made it so that the back side of my outfit has the 2 vertical seams on it. So that's probably what we'll do when I make it fit a little bit better sewn together. I'll probably put the 2 vertical seams there as like 3D seams. It'll be a little bit of a optical illusion, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We can do that next time we get to sewing the bodice. Yeah. Not sure where I'm putting the zipper. Probably still straight down the middle if I'm honest, but oh well. I'll try to make it like a proper invisible zipper, but visible zippers are kind of a pain in the ass. Can you mold craft foam by heating it up to get more complicated shapes out of them? You can do that with Warbler, which I've used a little bit, but it's kind of... Warbler's always had like a little bit of a texture that I don't like to it. Craft foam is... You kind of treat it like thick fabric, so you can cut notches into it to kind of give it different things. But they also have craft foam that's like a clay that you can like work on top of things or use, and it just air dries. And then that's kind of like whatever. That's like a free-for-all in whatever shapes you make it. Warbler. W-O-R-B-L-A. It's like an old cosplay thing. It's like this like plastic that you melt with a heat gun. And you can mold it to shapes. It sounds kind of cool, but it was always kind of messy. I made my miraculous ladybug mask out of Warbler. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. What can I say? Yeah, I see it. Yeah. The only other thing is with this outfit, I think my bow... I want to make my bow out of probably like the thickest mesh or tool that I can find to give it that like shape that it's got. My bow's got a big shape. My butt bow, my big one. It's got a big shape to it for opaque fabric. I'm gonna make it out of layered Warbler, or not Warbler, what the fuck? Layered mesh. And then hopefully that'll be fine. Yeah. Lots of people making armor out of it. Yeah. That's one of them big things. I've really only made cosplay armor like that one time. I think. I've used the concept of it multiple times though. Yeah. Well, alrighty then. The only other thing I do have to figure out is my little gemstones. My 3, well, I guess if you count the ones in the broom, my 5 little gemstones. My, like, purple gems. I gotta figure that out. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat something and chillax. Get my headache to go away. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Sorry the stream was kind of short. I know usually these are a little bit longer. But we'll make more progress on this soon. Okie dokie, boss. Am I boss now? I like boss better than hag. Bye-bye. Yes, bye-bye. Yes, thanks for the interesting stream. Yeah. Have a nice chill. Thank you. You too. Hag boss. I'm the boss of the hags. All hags listen to me. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'll see you guys very soon. I think we'll do a second one of these streams next week probably. And hopefully we'll make some good progress finishing everything up. I might work on the skirt shape a little bit off stream just to get that working, because doing that while trying to keep my head out of frame is kind of a pain in the ass. That's okay though. The hag to rule them all. I guess so. Kenji, thank you so much. Yee. Kyotaro, thank you. Nice checking what you're up to. Thank you, yeah. I will say, I don't know if I'll wear this to my next live show or not. At the end of the year, I don't know. I might not. We'll see how it turns out and how I'm feeling about it. We might end up making another costume for that. Who knows? Okay. Thank you, Rerules. Thank you, Corey. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll say bye to everybody. Bye-bye, Princess Serena, Aria Alicia, by Night, by Ghost of Mint, by Snowbra, by Corey, by Rerules, by Mike and Ike, by Julie, by Daniel, by Lucas, by Sylvan, by Illuminatu, bye-bye, Lurkers, VOD Watchers, everyone, by the best. Thank you for updating the camera, you're welcome. Isn't it better now? It's no 4K HD, and it doesn't exactly have automatic focus, which is something, but that's okay. It's not shit quality. It's not shit quality, and that's something that's good. By Thor, by Kentucky, by Fox, by Greg, Does look way better, thank you. We can actually see colors now, so true. Except now that you can see colors, you can see how wrong that color is. There's a chance I might replace the navy blue fabric. I'll see it maybe. I'll see what I have in my stash. If I have a better navy blue fabric, we'll see. We might replace it, we might not, I don't know. Because it does look quite black. I don't hate it, I really don't, but if we're going for accuracy, you know, it's a whole thing. Anyways, ciao for now, everybody. Let's raid into somebody. Who's streaming right now? Who's streaming right now? The top's not lore accurate, right? Well, technically the skirt's not lore accurate anymore either, so we're kind of going for like a... You know how the Love Live seiyus have their outfits, but they're all like a little different, you know? They all got like them little extra bits and bobs going on. You got a lot of people watching right now. It's usually not this high, is it? Hey everybody, what's going on? I hope to see y'all again. Sorry for the short stream. Who's streaming right now? Kana. We're going to Kana. She's playing Monster Hunter Wilds. That'll be fun. Okay. Ciao for now, everybody. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you. Hi, Vinny. Bye, Vinny. I will see you next time. Mimi Manhunt never ever. Eventually we'll have it. Just not yet. Mr. Mimi, I'm sorry. You can watch the VOD if you want. Otsu Bozu. Ciao for now, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye, Rugen. Bye, guys. Bye bye. Ow, 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 ow.